Makes me feel peaceful and really happy. Is a great movie and good music. So I wonder how many of you might remember this. Take a look.
My people, today I am free. I am free because you never forgot me. The day is coming when we will all be free. Free from hatred, free from fear, free from killing. You are young. You will live to see the day. And if I don't live to see the day, you better believe it. I'll be there. This is my home, and I'm home to stay.
Oh, the magnetic Leleti Khumalo. I have goosebumps, absolute goosebumps. The Sarafina movie. It is back on the big screen. This month marks, can you believe it, 30 years since it was first released. eNCA's Theodor Mashele is attending a very special screening tonight ahead of Youth Day tomorrow. Let's speak to him now. So, Theo, it's such a beautiful time to be doing this because, of course, this movie pays tribute to June 16, 1976, and Sarafina was written in the 80s, became a stage play, but the movie was made at such a wonderful time, early in the 90s, when there was so much hope in our country. It must be magical to be there this evening. Tell me all about it.
You know, Sally, I feel so great to be here and honored to be here because, I mean, I am from the township myself, and I can tell you now that everybody in Soweto knows this movie. They know the songs, they know the choreography. So I feel very honored to be here today. It is about what happened during the Soweto uprising in 1976, where students were protesting against Afrikaans being the medium of instructions in schools. But we see this movie through the eyes of this bright young girl who still has enthusiasm about her future despite of what happens in the movie, and that is the magic of Sarafina. And as you could see in that clip, it's a star that you see that shines even during the darkness, and that is what the magic of Sarafina is about, and that's why we all love it.
And I see that you have a guest with you. Talk to me about some of the people, because I understand that you've actually, they've gathered some of the people who starred in that movie, who were unknowns then and have gone on to have great success. Tell me a little bit more about the people who are there tonight and your guest.
Well, we are expecting the great playwright Mbongeni Ngema, but he is not here yet, running late. But we do have the honor of speaking to Mr. Robert Whitehead, who plays the Colonel in the movie. Mr. Whitehead, thank you very much for joining us.
Nice to be here.
Yes, so 30 years after this movie went out, how are you feeling?
That's right, it's very nice to be here. 30 years later, I'm still alive. Feels terrific. Thank you very much.
Well, right now the movie, we're directing the movie at the youth, since it's Youth Day. Do you think the movie speaks to today's youth?
Oh, it certainly does. I think it speaks to everybody, which the reason why these children who rose up, these kids at school who rose up, was for everybody, and everybody understood that, but it is very much for the youth, yeah.
Well, that was Mr. Whitehead, and we are very, I'm very, to tell you the truth, Sally, I am just very starstruck right now because I've been watching the movie from my own home since I was little, and it's one of those movies that we've been watching again and again, and you know what? They've done such an incredible job here. All we see when you walk in is pictures from the movie, and it just puts up that spirit of Sarafina, and that is why this event is so great today.
You know, it's so wonderful, Theo, that you have such strong memories. I remember watching this movie, and my producer in my ear, when we played that clip, she's, I remember this, and it sparks a lot of joy. And I mean, the amazing thing about this movie is it was centered around a very tragic and difficult time. I mean, what happened on June the 16th in 1976 was absolutely horrific. Children gunned down, killed in the streets of Soweto, and yet the movie, and possibly this is to do with the fact that it was filmed in a hopeful time, but I think it's also part of the mechanism of the way this play was put together, to use joy, celebration and music to bring across some really tough points. Tell me more.
Well, you know, it's about celebrating and also honoring the people who have laid down their lives for us during this period in time. I mean, apartheid was a very difficult time for all of us. But, you know, the way in which the movie was told, and it was told through the Gibson Kente style, in which people have to smile and present the performances in a way that people can understand. And it is such a great movie for us because it's just the way that we as people from Soweto really feel how the impact of Sarafina is. When it was released, it was during 1992 when Mandela was just released from prison. The apartheid era was about to be toppled, and everybody was just looking for that sense of mobilization. And this movie provided exactly that with Sarafina. You know, Sarafina, the name actually means in African origin a star, and even through that clip that we just saw, you could see that spirit of a star coming to light even during the darkness.
And Leleti Khumalo, of course, is the most famous star in that movie. But I know that there are a lot of South Africans who are now very well known. Just tell us a little bit more about some of the people that we are going to be seeing very quickly. Sorry.
Yeah, we have Mbongeni Gema, who's coming. He's running a bit late. Unfortunately, Leleti Khumalo couldn't join us. She's in Cape Town right now. But I am I'm looking forward to speaking to Mbongeni Gema himself. I mean, he's more than just a playwright. He stars in the movie. So I really, really am looking forward to seeing all of them.
Well, I'm going to let you go and get your popcorn because I know it starts in a few minutes, and do enjoy the show. And thank you so much for chatting to us this evening. That is eNCA arts reporter Theodor Mashele there. He's at Rosebank in Johannesburg. He's going to watch a movie, and I think I'm going to get my kids to watch Sarafina and see how it resonates with young people today. Do stay with us.